Hello people and welcome to Redline. Today we are going to talk about the Thunderbird 350X by Royal Enfield. So the Royal Enfield saw empty spot in the market for a retro modern cruiser in the mid 350 segment, and the Thunderbird 350X is the result. So let's get started. Until recently, the idea of a macho bike usually involved unnecessarily heavy iron-laden motorcycle. That monkier today primarily speaks to cruisers with the blacked out components and flashy paint jobs. Even Harley Davidson is working on that route. Now Royal Enfield, after decades of offering motorcycles with classic appeal, has finally changed its own game with the Thunderbird 350X. Based on the standard Thunderbird, the 350X take inspiration from custom motorcycles aforementioned for a completely different appeal altogether. So let's start with the build quality. To get straight on the point, the quality components on the Thunderbird 350X is surely above average, but it's not to the level of the Continental or the Interceptor 650. The handlebar grips definitely feel better, the bar ends look cool, and the LED projector headlamp oomph the look of the bike along with the round blacked out indicators. Talking about the comfort, with a curb weight of 195 kilograms, the Thunderbird 350X is anything but light. However, once astride, the bike feels considerably nimble. Most of its feel come from the handlebar, which offered a relaxed yet slightly upright riding position. While I thought I wouldn't be able to take my mind off the vibrations and enjoy the ride, the Thunderbird 350 felt relaxed once on the highway when I shifted to the highest gear, and it feels home cruising around 80 to 100 km mark when in the highest gear and on the low side of the RPMs. Mind you, this is just at 3500 to 4000 RPM and bike redlines around 5000 RPM, and that part vibrations kick back in. The Thunderbird 350X is powered by a 349cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine from the 350, which produces 19.8 bhp and 28 Nm of torque, which might not seem a lot, but it is quite a considerable number for the Royal Enfield. Being a cruiser, speed is not Thunderbird's primary fault. It manages to do around 120 km per hour in its own time. As I mentioned earlier, the bike is breeze in traffic. However, lean into the corner and you can feel the weight of the brutally engine. It is not very confidence inspiring, but again, scraping foot pegs is not what the Thunderbird 350X is meant for. Well, now the 350X is equipped with everything you could get from an equal or even lesser priced bike. Besides that, it gets dual channel ABS, the piece of the puzzle which we all have been looking forward to. It also gets a really cool looking retro modern blended instrument cluster. With the twin port instrument cluster with chrome bezels from the standard Thunderbird, the unit is well lit and digitally displays the speedometer, tachometer, trip meter, fuel gauge, average fuel consumption, and a lot of other details, while the primary speedometer is still in miles per hour as well as in kilometers per hour. The lettering is bold and easy to read. Talking about the fuel efficiency, the Thunderbird 350 returned just around 30 km per liter in the highway and around 25 km per liter in the city traffic. Of course, the results may vary according to your riding conditions and style, but that's not bad at all. The Thunderbird 350X is aimed at youth who want to ride a bit more comfortably in the Royal Enfield segment. The bike ticks the right boxes with all its black components, alloy wheels, loud color options, matching ring tips, and lend a look of a custom bike. Even the shorter handlebar provided to be more than just an aesthetic element, and it's eased the handling of the bike given in city riding conditions. Even the braking is on par with the Thunderbird 350X. The brakes feel great. They have a good amount of bite and feedback, but they could have been better for the weight of the bike. But the inclusion of ABS made it really good for me. The suspension is like a bit on the stiffer side, but that's digestible for me. But one thing that spoiled my whole ride was the vibrations of the 350X. The bike vibrates through and through, the handlebars, the foot pegs, the console, the mirrors. I was not able to look a single thing into the mirrors, they vibrated like crazy. So my take on the Thunderbird 350X, the Thunderbird 350 does not look part attraction attention. In our case, from the Harley owners who thought it looked like one of theirs. However, the bikes lags behind them in terms of the overall build quality. Better brakes, a more forgiving suspension setup, and a vibe-free ride would make the motorcycle one of the best highway companions that you can have and your friend in the city. So should you buy one? Definitely go ahead if you're looking for an upgrade and you're an existing Royal Enfield owner, or you want to cruise freely on the highways. But for any other purposes, take another bet from to the Dominar or any other cruise in the market like the Avenger or the Intruder from Suzuki. So that's about it from my side. You've been listening to Mayank. Thanks for watching.
Do you want to dance?